Buonasera paisani, welcome to another episode of Big Mamas Gather live on Instagram, searching for hope. Last week I mentioned that even though I'm not a reader, I read an amazing book that was sent to me by Louis Romano. Louis Romano is a writer about mob, crime, murder, and he was nice enough to send me the book. So this is the book. It's called Carusi, The Shame of Sicily. Now, if you look at the picture, you actually visualize what's going on with all these young boys. The story takes place in the late 1800s, 1894, 1897, all the way to 1975. And it's the story of a young 4-year-old boy who has to grow up, who has to grow up a little bit too fast because of the family situation. Back in the 1800s, there was famine, there was disease, there was a lack of everything and anything. So the men used to work in sulfur mines, and a lot of them perished working in there day and night. So I don't want to give it away, but I'm not a reader. And I couldn't put it down. I read it in 2 days. There's 59 chapters, but they're really short. But you get so immersed in the story and you visualize it all. You see it happening and you're picturing it back in the day, how they were dressed, how they had to live. And it just makes you want to keep on reading. So I recommend the book highly. Now tonight, I asked Mr. Lewis to join us, but he's not too keen about Instagram. He doesn't know how to work it. So if he doesn't come on, unfortunately, we won't be able to speak with him. But he is on Facebook. He is on Instagram, but more on Facebook. So if you want to get your hands on this book, which I highly recommend, just contact Louis Romano. That's his name right there. And on the back side, here, I have his card, which is right here. He sent me his card. So there's this card, Louis Romano. You got his number, you got his email, his website, where you can get your hands on the book. Also over here, and this picture right here is his Facebook picture. So although you won't see his face, you'll recognize him by his profile picture. So that's all his information. He is in He is somewhere in the States. Aspetta, fammi vedere. It doesn't really, 917. I don't know what area code that is, but he's in the States. So guys, contact Louis for your copy of the book. And he's actually working on a new book right now that will be out soon, as soon as he's done writing it. But just to say, this is the story of one family, one boy, one experience. Can you imagine the amount of stories that came out of Sicily, that came out of anywhere, really? It doesn't have to be Sicily. The trials, the agony the families had to go through, the pain that the parents had to suffer knowing they wouldn't be able to feed their children, and they would hear their stomachs growling because they were so hungry. It was very heartbreaking to read it. I see Louis trying to contact me on Messenger. I don't know if I get out of here, if it's going to continue. Hold on. I don't know how to work this, so let's try to invite. I don't see him. Yeah, technology is not working to our favor. So yeah, it's a real dramatic story, and you want to know what happens. And I mean, part of it is sad because what happens to this young man's friends, family. But he always carries on, and he tries to stay out of trouble. It also speaks about the Sicilian Revolution to get unionized. And it happened at Christmas time, 1894, I think it was, 93, 94. And it was a big bloodbath because the workers wanted to get unionized. They wanted to get better pay for all the hours they were putting in the mine to remove the sulfur so that the American investors would make a profit. There's a whole story to it. There's a lot of names in there that I see that are familiar to me. Not that I know the families, but they're familiar names that you've heard, that I've heard. It's just to bring you back to your roots, bring you back to your homeland, and think, our ancestors didn't have it easy, or at least not as easy as we have it. So we should appreciate the sacrifices, the pain that they went through back in the day, having no money, no food, no transportation. I mean, the author speaks about having a few chickens and a goat, and I mean, you didn't kill it unless you were really starving, because that's all you had. So it's quite a story. I got really immersed in it, and you know what? Even after reading the book, it kind of stayed with me for a little while. I would reminisce what I read, and what I pictured in my mind as I was reading. So I might just take up reading if I have time to do that. So again, guys, I recommend it. Louis Romano, Carusi, The Shame of Sicily. It's a wonderful, wonderful book if you wanna, touch base with your roots, and if you're Sicilian. Whoops. So that's it. That's the book. I don't see Louis. I think he's having technical difficulty getting on. I don't know where he is. Let me try to search him. Sorry, guys. This is live TV. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. I don't know if you see my face or not, but I'm trying to type his name. Louis. No user available. So I can't get in touch with him. So I don't know what happened. He did message me on Instagram, not on Instagram, but on Messenger. But I think he's on the wrong he's on the wrong level. Anyway, guys, on a different note, things are getting better. Things are opening up. Restrictions are getting relaxed. Hi, Sylvie Pal. Hi, Simply Franny. Yes, and your big brown eyes. M. Nonni. What about my big brown eyes? I don't know what was said before, but yes, you look nice. Okay. Thank you, Tuka da G Harv. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce it right, but choose a simpler name. Okay. So, yeah, restrictions are getting released as of August 1st. More people can gather, a bigger number of people can be in the same area, in the same space, indoors and outdoors. I'm just waiting for the masks to be removed, because that's I asked if I saw if you saw my face. Yeah, okay, you just saw my big brown eyes. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, M. Nonni. So I just can't wait for the masks to be removed. It's becoming a lot. A lot of people get mask acne, and it's just hard to breathe, especially with the heat, the humidity. You're always moist around your face. So I don't know about the numbers. They're not stating the numbers, but I guess they're down. I just hope we can hopefully write a book. Maybe Louis can write a book about COVID, and we'll all read about it. How he coped with it, or people he knows that coped with it. So, guys, I just want to thank you all for being part of my live audience, for listening to me. Yes, I did a Sicilian word today. I have been extremely busy, but I put in the effort. I did one last week, and I did one today. It had been almost a month. I hadn't done any, so there you go. I got your answers. I got your votes. I got your requests to keep doing the Sicilian word, so I'm doing it. Not as often as I'd like, or that you'd like, but I'm doing it anyway. I remind myself to do a Sicilian word. So today's word was accanare, means to go up. In Italian, we say salire. Sylvie Pal, says, after what Dr. Fauci said yesterday, it might not be for a while. Yeah, well, same thing here in Canada, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed. On a different note, someone DM'd me, well, not just someone, but a few people DM'd me, because a lot of my posts lately are about depression. They're not as bubbly as usual. Reason being, you guys don't know this, but a lot of my followers reach out to me in personal messages. And when it's a personal message, I keep the anonymity of the person. So I just post accordingly. And I've had quite a few people approach me saying that they're going through some hard times. They're going through depression and battling anxiety. And this is why I adapt my posts to whoever needs them according to the messages I get. Yes, I'll throw in a joke or two. Yes, I'll put in a positive post. But at the end of the day, it's just a way to send a message of encouragement, of hope. That's why I do what I do. Sylvie Pal says, I love your posts and they are so true. Keep them up. Bravo. Thank you. Mary Elisa says, you're very inspiring. Well, thank you. See, it's because of these messages that I keep posting these types of quotes. And some I make up. Others I find all over the place, all over, social media and whatnot. But there's some that I just word myself because I always had a gift, if you want, in poetry. So I kind of like to create my own material. But a lot of them I find online, and according to the message I get, it just kind of pops in, and I say, okay, this is what that person needs to read. But I don't target the person and I don't point at the person. I just put it out there in general so that everyone and anyone can enjoy it and possibly profit from the meaning behind the quote or what I post. Hopefully it'll give you hope, and it'll give you the strength and power to keep going forward. Because when you're in a dark tunnel, if you look back, you're always going to be in the dark, but if you look forward, you're eventually going to see the light. So this is why I post what I post. And knowing what it's like to go through depression and battle depression on a daily basis, because it's a disease that doesn't have a cure. Depression, anxiety, I have all of that. You need a bit of a crutch to hold on to. You need to have hope. So Sylvie Paul says, they help. I sometimes repost when they touch home. Absolutely, that's why they're there. Please feel free to share my posts. But at the same time, take what you want and leave what you don't. They're not targeted to anybody. But like I said, living with anxiety and depression, it's a daily battle. You're trying to avoid the rabbit hole, because once you're in there, it's a hard, long climb back up. So I use humor, I use quotes to encourage myself. And the main thing I tell myself that I share with everyone is, God only gives you what you can handle. So if it's happening to you, it's because you can handle it. Probably if what's happening to you would happen to me, I wouldn't be able to handle it. So God only gives us what we can handle. So comfort yourselves with those words. And you know what? I find it therapeutic to sit outside at night and just speak to the sky, to the heavens. Just speak. Listen to yourself speak, because sometimes you got to get it out of your head, just so you can hear it. You can think it, but it's better when you hear it. It comes out. You're releasing it. So that's what works for me. Again, the way my diet worked for me, this might or might not work for you. I'm just putting it out there, because if it does help someone, then I'm happy. I'm all for giving back and helping. So if this helps you, I'm very, very glad that I accomplished that much today. So guys, it is 8:15. I'm gonna cut it short. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want to thank you all for being here, and as always, part of my live audience. I love the messages. Sylvie Paul says, that's right, I always thank God for whatever he throws, good or bad. There is always a reason. Yes, of course there's a reason. Every cloud has a silver lining. You got to look for that reason in order to keep going and to have hope. Because if you just see the dark cloud, you'll never see the silver lining. You'll never learn the lesson, and you'll never be happy. And most important, thank you, great show. Thank you, Sylvie Pal. If you can't make yourself happy and you can't help yourself, you can't help others. And there's no way you can make other people happy or love other people. So, Lewis says, I guess it's not working. I can't find you on Instagram. So you know what? I'll try to bring him back next week. We'll try to work something out with Lewis. And we'll talk about the book. But again, on a positive note, I want to thank you all for your support. I'm back. Okay, so he's going to try. He doesn't know how to go on live. So he's going to try. We'll we'll see if I can get Lewis on. Sorry, guys. I don't know if it cut or not when I was on Messenger with him. But M. Noni says, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much. Guys, I'm really sorry. I guess I should have done a trial run with him first. But anyway, like I was saying, stay positive. Stay positive. Look at the glass half full. But now I learned something else. Whether you look at it half full or half empty, remember it's refillable. So it could always be completely full. Mary Elisa says, my family's from Villafranca, Sicily. I like the word of the day. Thank you so much. M. Noni says, yes, it paused. It's all good. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. See, I've been doing this for a year. I still don't know how it works. I go with the flow, and I'm not much into, doing a lot of lives. I know I can have more than one person on. I know how to get on and off, and sometimes it doesn't save after a certain amount of time, so I got to screen record it. That's why sometimes you get like parts of something else, because I got to screen record it. Listen, technology, I'm 46 years old, guys. I'm not a spring chicken, and I learn on my own because my kids will not help me. They're like, oh, I don't know, because they don't do lives, they don't do all this stuff. So whatever you see is raw material that I learn as I go. M. Noni says, you're doing great. Thank you so much. Well, I don't see... I'm so sorry, guys. I don't see Lewis on here. So I'm going to wrap it up. I want to thank you all for being part of my live audience, as always. Stay positive. Keep a positive mindset. And always look at the good rather than the bad, because bad is everywhere, but the good is hard to find. And on that note... thank you. I love you all. I appreciate your support. I appreciate all your comments. If you have anything to add, or if you have any comments, whether it be productive criticism or not, please feel free to share it. DM me. Your anonymity will remain safe with me. And of course, join me next week for another live stream of Big Mamas Gather live on Instagram, searching for hope. And again, I will remind you, if you have a story, a traumatic story that changed your life or that gave you a new perspective on life, please contact me. I'd love to have you on the show to discuss it, so that we can encourage other people that might be going through the same type of trauma. And also, it's always inspiring to hear someone else's story, because it encourages us that we're not alone. So guys, have yourselves a great evening, a beautiful weekend, e come sempre ci vediamo presto. Salutamo everybody. Mwah. Thank you for your patience tonight. Ciao ciao.